you, I'm telling the listeners.
Right.
And he held up a check going, here it is. It's an ASCAP minimum. This is what we can afford. It's $1,825.18. If you want to give Ringo less, that's up to you.
And I read an interview that Paul, they tried.
They were literally looking at for some reason, they were actually speaking, Paul and John, and they were together, and they actually looked at each other and went, do you want to go do this? I mean, it was that close to those guys actually getting in a fucking cab and going to Saturday Night Live.
That's so crazy.
That's the power of that show. Drowsy Chaperone.
And the show's great right now.
It is good. It's got peaks and valleys. You know, Jim Downey once said to me,
who I like. I
head writer when I was there.
Work.
Yes.
Smart.
And also a great actor.
Guy.
Also, when you give him lines to do, when he did that commercial parody about the bank that just gives change.
Yeah.
If you come in with a 10, we can give you 2 5s. We can give you 10 singles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do. We give change. Like a super well-filmed fake commercial. And you go, who is that guy? It's Jim Downey. It's Bob Saget.
He's so smart.
You directed him in Dirty Work.
He was in it, yeah. Norm Macdonald.
Oh, my God.
Artie Lang.
Eh.
Chris Farley's last film, and he was really funny in it.
I think he'd be proud.
I saw Kevin the other night, and he said that Chris...
Kevin Connolly from Entourage?
Kevin Farley.
Kevin Farley.
Chris's brother, and said that Chris really loved that experience because it was like he liked playing with the guys.
Chris kind of loved all experience. Like, Chris was the best ever.
He's a sweetheart. That sucks, man.
He was the son.
Why can't non-funny people die? Why do the funny ones have to die?
I can't because I might, have to go be with them on Dancing with the Stars one day.
No, you don't want to. Captain Pike's going to be on it.
Is he?
How great would that be if you turn on Dancing with the Stars?
Somebody's just walking a box across the
Just-
floor.
beep.
They can only do the robot every week.
Well, you could put...
and they're doing Boys to Men. I'll make love
do you know
to...
what? Second City did a bit kind of like that. I think they did it on Ice, and I want to say Joe Flaherty was Guy Cavallero, the head of the network on Second City, and I think they did a bit similar, someone dancing with him in a chair, which was in poor taste, but
I don't
very
think
funny.
anything's in poor taste. Bob.
But that's why you
Go ahead.
took a dump in your Barca Lounger.
I did not.
Have you
I took
ever-
a dump
have
in
you-
my pants
have you ever-
and then my shorts.
Have you ever crapped your pants? Just answer me, don't think.
Yes.
Okay, what was the occasion?
I was
anniversary, silver anniversary.
I was drunk, and I shit my pants, and then I wiped my ass with the rest of the underwear, and then I threw the underwear away. And
I've heard a similar story to this. What was the... see, I'm not kidding.
I was doing an open mic night in Montclair, New Jersey, and I just got shit-faced afterwards. I was like 17. I was like, wait up, guys. I went,
Oh, okay.
And then I just took my underwear off and wiped my ass with, like, the waistband. People don't realize it's not that big of a deal if you shit your pants because your socks... You can wipe your ass with your socks.
Yeah, I knew somebody took his suit off and wiped himself with his suit, threw his suit out, walked into his house naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shit
what are you
my
going to do? You
pants
get rid of your clothes.
Driving very drunk to a Clipper game when they were so horrible you can get tickets. And I shit my pants on the 110. I pulled over on the shoulder of the 110, which is about 8 inches
That's
long.
almost pre-commentary.
And I wiped my ass with my socks. And I just went to the game.
That's where the expression "sock my ass" comes from.
Sock my ass. I created that.
What size socks do you wear?
Size 14, but I only have a size 8 shoe. It's just I like a lot of room. I like to tuck it under the toe.
It's like
Then you got yourself an entirely new sock.
I watched him the other night too. I watched Dennis the other night. I was
Yeah.
watching a lot of stand-up.
Chaka
lately.
chick chick show.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm sitting in the garage with Bob Saget telling me stories about Jeffrey Tanner. Captain Pike comes out in a box. It's a fucking Skinner box, okay?
I'll bet you his house in Santa Barbara, the garage, is a lot more posh than this one. I'm just
I'll
guessing.
bet you his house has a lot fewer friends in it.
Oh, so you're saying...
I'm saying he seems to have cut many, many people out of his life as he's gone on.
I don't even know that's true. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know that I haven't because I'm in your fucking garage.
You know that I know that you
We
were with
both
John
know.
Stamos
At that-
sexually.
Never.
Both, here's the thing. You're having sex with
Never.
each other, both showing me photos of your girlfriends in your phone.
Well, that's what you do when you're gay and you want people to think you're not.
You're bent over a drum riser showing me your iPhone. Look, she's a penthouse pat. Oh!
That's
And the
not
Greek guy
even
that does
true.
yogurt commercials is behind you doing yogurt commercials. Anyway.
None of that happened.
Why do you mean it didn't happen?
Well, first thing, I don't remember being gay with John.
Ever? He is the hottest man.
You are infatuated with him. You are.
I
You
am?
had a boy crush.
You just
at
told
that
me
thing.
he was infatuated with me before we
said
started.
He thought you were great. It was great hanging out
No,
with you.
you said
And
before
you,
I got witnesses here. Before
you
the
said,
mics.
Oh, I believe.
No, I thought
can
you
make
said
some-
I'm all right, Spider.
You actually, but that's. I saw Don Rickles 2 weeks ago. He calls his dick Spider. He doesn't talk dirty, but I go, Spider. She awake, Spider?
Anyway,
Yeah, it's
good.
Funny as hell.
probably grew up to be a rat. Whole family rats. Anyway,
You said to me, what I have to do to get Stamos or something like that. You made a gay joke.
you
I
said.
thought you were joking. I didn't
Time
know.
out. Let's for real. For reals, you said
I
before
think
the
a
mic.
podcast
Shut
is the
up.
perfect place to get real.
Shut up.
All right.
You said before the mics came on, I don't know, but Stamos, you put a fucking spell on him. He's obsessed with
Yeah,
you. Something to that effect.
That's
It
true.
might-
You did.
That's like, so now you're turning it
He
around
just
like
thinks you're great.
all right.
But you had a fascination with him that night. I remember.
He's the hottest guy you've ever seen in your life.
Ding, 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 ding. That's a gay comment.
Well, then I'm on the fucking waiting list. Because I look at John Stamos, and as he's talking to me, I don't hear anything he's saying.
You didn't
I'm
picture
saying
your
to myself,
testicles against his chin?
I did, no, his leg. His chin was too high. I would have been people would have known what I was doing.
Well, we did this cuddling video together, and he said, "Stay moist," is how he did a parody of his own name.
I'm going to act like that never happened and just give you a pass on that one. Because
All
that's
right.
not exactly through the eyes of Adam good. That's, you
Well,
started
that's the thing,
great.
I didn't like doing it that much.
That
but
was
I
like a
loved
North Korean missile, just sort of fell into the ocean with a big flop.
Well, it was our 9,000th tangent since we started talking, and that's the one that
No, this has
stands
been a
out in your mind?
Yeah, it was that bad.
We opened with Captain Pike. We never got to your first Broadway experience. Of
I
Drowsy
just was going to bring
Chaperone.
it back.
All right.
Here's the thing with Stamos. You look at him, and the entire time he's talking, in my mind, I'm thinking, I think he's hotter than Rob Lowe. I think he's hot, because Rob Lowe is the hottest guy ever. When you see him, you go, Jesus Christ, how do you walk around like this without your cock out,
Let me
just
ask
waving
you a
your
question.
wallet?
If you're surfing the web and you all of a sudden have gay porn on there, do you
Is there an- hold on,
Do you
is there
escape as fast as I do?
Is
or
there
do
an
you,
all of
are
a sudden?
you in a holding pattern?
Is there an all of a sudden? Isn't there a few steps? Is it
No,
like
I think-
all of a sudden I'm looking at gay porn?
That's a good point.
I'm checking my fantasy
Right.
baseball score. All of a sudden it's fantasy.
No, you're
it's
on
a twink website.
No, I'm suggesting you're looking at other porn.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's
But
all dudes.
But you have to click on the dude thing in
No,
order.
you don't have to.
Yes, you do.
Oh no, that shit just comes in.
I'm not a big porn guy, so you will.
That's actually refreshing for me to hear because I know you've always had a very openness comedically and aggressively in a sexual way. You find that shit funny, and but you not to be a porn guy is refreshing.
You are all surface.
There's no depth. There's no real person here.
You did.
I mean, I can't even believe I'm talking. I'm not even connected to my brain.
What's your favorite kind of fish?
Pike, and I like gefilte because they raise them well, and they feed them horseradish, and they're round. Actually, pike is in gefilte fish. I know you don't like Jews, but they eat this fish. You know, they.
They
And
meaning the blacks.
The Jewish people.
Oh, so, well, in
of
my mind,
one-size sprang.
it's a capital T. They.
Rhymes with P, and that stands for Puerto Rican, which I wish I was, so I could do your fucking gardening right now, because those guys
There's
are
no
gone.
Puerto Ricans in Los
They're
Angeles. Bob.
gone.
It's Mexican. They're quick.
They left. They hosed a house off. I don't know why they hosed your house off. I've never
My house
seen
is
a
very
gardener hose a
It's
house.
covered in ash from the volcano next door.
I think maybe you stood on the roof and dropped it with Dookie, like when you shit your pants when you're 17.
Yeah.
I think you stood on
Have
your
you
roof
ever shit
and
your
you
pants?
said to your little kid that Santa's coming, and you just
Yeah.
and you dropped one right off the side. You mistletoed your roof, and this guy had to hose a turd off the side of your house.
He waited until April and May to hose shit off from.
You know, it takes a
But
long
why-
time. Some
explain-
people leave their tree up a
in-
long time.
In your mind, explain to me how me shooting off the roof was convincing my child that Santa was coming.
Because anything that happens on the roof involves
But
Santa.
So I just couldn't walk around. I had to give him
No,
that extra.
your
but-
version of coming through the chimney is shitting off the roof.
And did I tell my son Santa shit his pants?
If that helps the
No,
story.
I like your
No,
version
I don't.
of it.
Do you talk to him about stuff like that?
I do about shitting his pants.
Yeah.
I talk a lot about
do you
being
say to him,
touched in
"Hey,
it."
Santa shit his pants. Do you say that to yours?
I did swear to him for the first time. He had his homework done, and it was just it was all wrong. Like there was nothing right about it. He misspelled like the words that are.
How old is he?
He's 9. The
Right.
words that are in
That's
the
a cool age, by the way. That was my favorite
very
age.
cool. And there's words that you got to work into a paragraph as the homework, but the words are written out on the side of the folder.
Don't give it away. I mean, people are listening.
So to misspell those words, you have to be a real piece of Samsonite to
Right.
misspell a word that's fucking written down. And like, these are your words that you need. And I actually said, do you want to hand it in like this? And he goes, yeah. I go, you just want to hand it in real shitty. And I realized as I said it, I went, wow, probably shouldn't have said that to him. But then he looked at me and he goes, yeah. And I went,
That is actually, you've actually given a reason why you should play Words with Friends with him.
so he
Because
goes,
it sounds, or hang him with friends, because it sounds like he needs some help from his father. And I think the best way to get to a kid is through an app.
The
I mean, if
kid
you really
app?
want to communicate.
I think anytime interweb, internet, and kid, then you wind up clicking on that link that you click out of super quick.
With kids in it and animals.
Real quick,
Let
Bob.
me ask you a quick
Yes,
question.
sir.
Is there any way I could spend some time with your son?
Yeah.
All right.
Alone,
I'd like to take him-
unsupervised, in a van
I'd like to
at
take him.
Zacca Lake.
No. I got my car out front. I just want to drive up the coast.
Sure.
I just want to. Does he
Hearst-
have an iPhone?
No.
Oh, good.
Hearst Mansion, maybe.
Does he have a cell phone?
No, there's no way for me to find out where he is once he leaves my
All right.
eyesight.
When this is done, then you'll go get him.
Yeah, he's at school. We'll go pick him up at
I'll
Corpus
get him.
Christi. But he's not. Oh, you'll get him?
Yeah, I'll tell him that.
I'll give you the placard for the
say-
carpool lane.
I'll just take that house canceled sign and say, "Remember when this house was for sale?
He
It's your
doesn't.
house now. Get in the car."
Ask him what his middle name is. He might take him a few seconds.
that-
He's a space case.
What is his middle name?
Uh,
Are you allowed? You don't have to say it. I don't like talking about my kids' private stuff. Actually,
Bob. His middle name
that's
is
a cool
Bob.
name.
His name is Robert Lane Saget.
The middle
Mohr.
name. The fact that you know that is so disturbing.
My middle
to me.
name is Ferguson.
Well, that's good. You could have a late night show on CBS.
Let me tell you something real quick.
Mine
We
is
haven't-
walking down the street. We call my kid Road, Street. Well, let's call him Lane, and then give him a
That's cool.
tray and have him be a butler. Robert Lane at your service. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for the
To me, that sounds like a
name.
front man of Cherry Pie video, like Robert Lane on vocals.
Or game show host Bobby Lane. Here he is. Bobby
You were a
Lane.
game show host, so you
I
fucking
did-
just
I did
fulfilled
that.
your own thing.
Well, I didn't
Your own
know I was
prophecy.
going to do it.
Bob, I have to say
I
this.
liked that show for a minute.
1 versus 100?
I liked it.
What's not to like? It's a job. We like
they
to work,
backed
guys
the
like you
truck
and
up
I.
for a minute. and
Yeah.
I took the sign out.
Listen, let me get this
What's
off.
the most embarrassing job you ever had, besides blowing the mailman?
I guess. Well, I did that for free. I didn't get
Well,
paid.
it was after Christmas, right before you took a dump off the roof.
I said, I don't have any money to tip you for Christmas time. And
And
he
he
goes,
said, "What the fuck? I can't do anything. I'm Captain Pike." And he had 3
no,
legs.
he said,
You
that's
lifted the
okay. I'm
box.
Jewish. I don't celebrate Christmas, but you can still tip me. And he gave me a knowing look.
Now,
And he looked up at the shit coming from the top of the house, and I realized I was going to have to blow him at that moment.
and it was all quiet through the house. Not even a creature was stirring.
He was stirring. I felt him stirring. You know what's great
Stirring
about
a spoon in your butt.
no
to get the poop
no
out.
no butt stuff. But you know what's great about blowing a mailman?
What?
It's a federal load.
That's really cool.
It's federal. It's
So
not.
you're kind of helping the economy.
Yes. I have to get this out.
Yeah. And then he's opening his pants. I can't believe this.
Check this out right
Let me
here.
just whip this thing out.
What do you
That's
think about
Blazing
this?
Saddles.
What do you think about this?
I'm not looking down at your.
Why
package
not? You can just
because
click
I'm
the
not-
link and get off of it.
Your baby's in the house.
It's true.
And he's sleeping.
That's what I'm trying to show you.
No, I don't want to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Little
Beer
shit.
Magazine is the #1 selling beer magazine on the newsstand. Over 6,500 stores across the country. No better deal than on this podcast. We have another sponsor. They're flying in. Live, laugh, learn about beer. Now, this is impressive. If you subscribe to a beer magazine, you must really love beer. It doesn't hurt that they have great-looking models on the cover instead of, fat guys with beer bellies. Learn to cook with beer as an ingredient, from beer braised pork shoulder to beer ice cream floats. Review of the best beers in the country and where you can find them. Go to my website, jmohr.com. Go to my website, jmohr.com. Click on the Beer Magazine link and get a special offer, $20 for a year subscription of Beer Magazine. Plus, they're throwing in the digital access as well. So you get the magazine delivered to you and you get the digital subscription all for $20. Go to my website and click on the Beer Magazine link. Beer Magazine, they're supporting us. Support them. Bob, Drowsy Chaperone, who
Let
did
me
you
ask
replace?
a question.
No.
I'm not going to mention them. I understand the whole idea of sponsorship and respect.
Okay, sure.
Now, there was meat in there too? Was there ribs?
Beer braised pork.
Braised pork is delicious.
You eat pork?
I do, and it's a problem of mine because I'm trying to eat healthy. As I get older, I want my
There's
colon
nothing to
be
do with your
clean.
religion.
No. I'm not that religious. I'm kind of just a spiritual guy. I believe in anything that's positive, and I'm not sure about
All
the
right,
whole
you work
deal.
for the light. We talk about it all the time. You work
Yeah, I'm not
positive.
sure about.
Use your force
I
for
want to
good.
be a good person
Sure.
and but I'm not sure about the whole deal. I mean,
How,
you had a
how
guy.
could anybody?
You had a guy fucking up my podcast with his fucking hose. So something's wrong.
But for that guy's doing his right.
What if he was on the roof cleaning out his pooter with that hose, just hosing out his pooter because he knows that
No one's on the roof, Bob.
your roof is poop savvy.
The roof is on
Your
fire.
roof has had poop dropping off of it. You ever hear that, Pooper on the Roof? It was a Jewish musical, which brings you back to Drowsy.